Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I hope you and your family members are doing good because that is the most important thing, and for rest we are here to talk. So welcome back to our DSA pattern wise series where we were following our this rising brain sheet and we were doing arrays patterns, and in the arrays pattern inside the 2 pointers today we will do trapping rainwater problem. So here's the problem. Let's read the problem statement. It says ki you will be given a non-negative integer, an array of non-negative integer, okay, an elevation map where the width of each bar is 1. So for every bar it will be 1, and compute how much water it can trap after raining. Okay, so here you will be given an heights input array, and every height represents the block of height of I, and width always be 1 for every case. Okay, let's see the constraint. Constraint says n will be the height, and where n can go up to 2 into 10 power 4. Okay, so if n is 2 into 10 power 4, n square will become 4 into 10 power 8, and you know that beyond 10 power 8 it gives TLE. Okay, so we need to optimize here. Okay, heights of I will range from 0 to 10 power 5, so it can be 0 also. Okay, so the question tells you that there will be multiple blocks, and your task is ki you have to trap water and you have to say how much area of water has been occupied in between. So let's come on to the screen, and here is the input array you have been given. Okay, and this is how the heights will be represented in the graph format. Okay, so the very first index height is 0, second height is 1, third is again 0, and fourth is 2. So you can see in between this block of size 1 and height 2. Height 1 and height 2. In between you can trap the water for area 1 cross 1. And every block is of width 1. So what will be the water it can trap is nothing but the minimum height of both of this. So whatever will be the minimum height, the water will be trapped. The height of the water which will be trapped will depend on the minimum height, yes, and the width is always fixed 1. So 1 cross 1 is nothing but 1. Okay, now if you compare this block and this block, now you can calculate whatever water in between. But what about these blocks? So basically, if between this block and this block there is any block of building, so that will be nothing but you cannot store water in that place, and hence you have to subtract that from water area, correct? So what can be the approach for this case? So to understand this, let's take an example. Here it is a short example, and suppose if you are standing here at 0th location. So 0th location you have no such building. So do you think any kind of water will get trapped in between? No. Why? Because to trap any water there should be two things, and in between the water can be trapped. Correct? Okay. So now you will reach here. You will reach here, and you can see, no, this is a building, it cannot trap water. Okay, now suppose you are in between this. Okay, suppose you are in between this. Okay, how would you like to calculate the water? You would like to calculate the water on the basis of second index only, or the whole at this position? Of course the whole water at this position. So what do you think? If you will compare this first index with second index, then you will get all water at that index, or else you need to compare the first element with the rightmost, means maximum height from the right element, then you will be able to calculate. Of course, not with this, but with this. So what is this? This is nothing but for whatever location you want to calculate. Remember, you need two things: maximum height towards left side and maximum height towards the right side. Just nearest maximum or the most maximum, you tell me. For this location the nearest maximum is only 2, but you need the farthest maximum, because the area of water will be dependent on that maximum height and not that minimum height or the nearest height. Okay, so if we are standing here, our task is to calculate the leftmost highest and the rightmost highest. So what do you think? What is the leftmost highest? This one. And rightmost highest? This one. But why we are calculating this, and how this leftmost and rightmost maximum height will help us to calculate the water? Let's see. You have the maximum leftmost height 3 and maximum rightmost height is 4. So I want to calculate how much water this index can store, and you just saw the water height of the water here is more than this 2. So hence we have nothing to do with 2 for this index position. Okay, so what we want minimum height of this left max height or right max height. So what is the minimum height between this 3 and 4? Of course 3, because you just saw here only we said if you want to calculate water in between the two buildings, you have to consider the minimum height in between those, because that much height only the water can have, correct? So simply if you have calculated the left max height and right max height, in between what is the minimum height? So that 3 is the minimum height, so only 3 can be the height of this water. And as you know, width is always fixed 1, so hence 3 is nothing but the area. Okay, so now for this index, so we have calculated that 3 will be the maximum area of water. What about second index? What about second index? So for second index also, 3 is the left maximum height and 4 is the right maximum height, correct? Yes. And minimum of 3 and 4 is 3. Yes. So for second also, it will be 3 multiplied by 1, means minimum height 3 multiplied by 1. No, it will not. Why? Because this much area which is covered by the block, we need to subtract this. And how we will subtract this? This is nothing but height of second index. Yes, height of second index. So basically what I am saying, to calculate the area, you need minimum of left max height and right max height. Right max? So you will get height of the water. Okay, so left max and right max, minimum of this will have the height of water. Okay, but still you cannot say that this is the total water, because in this case it was. But what about the second index? Correct? So second index you have to subtract, and what you have to subtract? The block height. And what is the block height? Nothing but height of that index. Correct? Correct. So from H we want to subtract what? We want to subtract height of that I. And that is nothing but area. Why I am saying height is only the area? Because width is always 1. So height into width will always be equal to height. So in this way we can always calculate what amount of water the particular index can hold. For every index you want the left maximum height also and the right maximum height also. Then only you can calculate the maximum area for that index. Correct? Now you tell me, how can you calculate the left maximum height and the right maximum height? So it is very simple. Wherever you want to calculate height, suppose you want to calculate height at second index, correct? So for second index, you want the most left maximum height, and to get the left maximum height, you have to run the for loop, correct? J loop from I position towards the 0 position leftmost and check whatever is maximum, correct? Now again for rightmost also, from I to the last position, correct? So means for every I index you need to run your J loop from I to 0 and from I to n, correct? Yes. So means for every I you need to run for n times, and I is also running for n times, correct? Yes. So the total time complexity in this case will be nothing but O of n square. And you just saw the constraint was 2 cross 10 power 4. And n square will become 4 cross 10 power 8. And you know beyond 10 power 8 will give you TLE. So hence you cannot go with this approach. And here is the code for what brute force approach we have discussed. We will run a I loop from 0 index to n-1 index, because for every index we want to calculate water. And to calculate water we want for every index left maximum and right maximum, which we will initialize with 0, correct? Now we will run our J loop. For left maximum we will run from 0 to I, and for right maximum we will run from I to n-1. Correct? And while running, we will just compare what is the maximum height. The current left maximum is the maximum height, or the height of jth element is the maximum height. Correct? So for every I, we will calculate the left maximum and the right maximum. And area or total water will be nothing but minimum of left maximum and right maximum minus height of that particular. So minimum of left maximum and right maximum will decide the height of the water. Correct? And the subtraction which we are doing for height of I is nothing but if there is any such block present, we have to subtract that from the water, saying that this much area is covered by block, so water cannot be there. Okay? So this is the simple approach, but it is taking O of n square time complexity. And for the brute force approach, the idea will be same. The idea will be same. The only thing is, to calculate the left maximum and right maximum, we are running the for loop again and again. But this we can do also while running for only one time and keeping a track of the maximum value till now. And how we will do that? Let's see. So you know, whenever we talk about the optimized approach, 4 patterns always comes to our mind. 2 pointers, sliding window, prefix sum, and cadence algorithm. And you know कि whenever we want to play with continuous subarray, whether we need the values, all values together, or we have to calculate, do the summation, calculate the average, calculate the length, we can go with sliding window, prefix sum or cadence. Cadence when we have negative number also present in the subarray and we have to calculate something, then only we will go with either of these three patterns. But in this case you can see for every index we want the leftmost index and the rightmost index for maximum height, and we want to subtract and do something, but not everything in between those two index. So when we do not want to take care of everything in between those two index and instead we only want those 2 points, we always go with the 2-pointer approach. And with the same idea here also we will do the 2-pointer approach. Let's see how. So for every index we wanted the left maximum and the right maximum in the previous approach. Here also we will do similar, but we are not dependent on the rightmost. When we are calculating for any index, we will only consider whatever height we have covered till now from the left side. Means suppose if we are at this index, correct? So we will see ki which height was maximum height till now or maximum height of this index. We will say ki of course previous maximum height 1 was maximum, correct? So we will calculate the water on this basis. We don't want the maximum height from rightmost. Okay, let's see this. So we don't want that maximum height from rightmost. So till now, on the basis of whatever we have covered till now from the left side, we will simply say ki hey, your height and my height, maximum is your height. Okay, maximum is your height. So water which will be stored is nothing but maximum, because we are only considering the left side. Correct? So water will be nothing but whatever is the maximum height till now from the left side and subtraction of if there is any block in between. But in this case there is no block, so simply the maximum height will be 1 and water it will store is also 1. Now let's see if we are here. What is the maximum height? Nothing but 2. Maximum height is 2 itself, and you know water we will consider 2, and we always subtract what? The block present at this index, and that is also nothing but 2. So hence 0 water, and you can see at this index 0 water. Similarly, when we will move to this index, still the maximum height till now is 2. Correct? So we'll consider 2 as water, and now we are supposed to subtract what? The block, because I know if the block is present at that index, we have to subtract this because at that location water cannot be there. So hence we will subtract what? Height at that index, and that is nothing but 1. So when we will subtract, we will get 1, and you can see at this index we can only have 1 amount of water. Correct? Now we will move to this index. Correct? So when we will move to this index, what is the left maximum till now? 2. Correct? So we will add 2 in the water and we will subtract if there is any block at that index or not, and there is no block. So hence we will subtract 0 and total amount of water is nothing but 2. Correct? But here we will not do everything from left direction only, because if you remember the container with most water which we have solved in our previous video, there also we applied the 2-pointer approach and we started from both the directions together. Correct? And we decided ki which direction our left or right will move and when the right or left will move. We decided ki whatever is the minimum height out of left or out of right, the minimum height will always move towards itself and calculate the water from that side. Correct? So if in this case 0 is the minimum height at the starting and 1 is the maximum height, so obviously left is minimum, so we will move the left pointer ahead. And the same rule, we will check what is the maximum height, we will add in the water and subtract the block present at that particular index. So what I am saying, we will initialize a left variable from 0 index and our right variable from n-1, which is nothing but length of the total height. We want to maintain a left max height and we want to maintain a right max height also, and both we will initialize with 0 only. Now, you know in the 2-pointer approach, when we start a left and right pointer, means left pointer from here and right pointer from right side. So they move in opposite direction. Okay, and they might collide and cross each other. So to stop, we need to add left less than right condition in our while loop. So we will write left less than right. So while this condition is true, what we need to calculate? We need to calculate the water. But first we will decide ki what is small. Why initially only we will decide and not calculate? Because initially whatever is the block alone, 0 or 1, that cannot hold water. Means a single block cannot hold water. So that is why it is very important to move that particular index which is smaller in height. So hence we have to write the condition कि if our left maximum height is smaller than right maximum height, key till now whatever is the left maximum and right maximum, if it is smaller, our task is to move left ahead. First we will move the left ahead, and now our task is to update the left maximum as of now. So we will do left max. What is maximum? The math dot max. As of now, left max is maximum or the current height is maximum. Current height means height of left pointer. Yes, height of left pointer. Whatever is maximum, left max will get updated. Now our task is to calculate the water it stores. And what was the water it stored? When we were here, suppose we are here. So what is the maximum height till now? 1. So basically what we calculate? So how we calculate? Water plus is equal to whatever is the left max, correct? Yes, that will be the height of water. But we subtract the block also. Block means height of left. So at this index, we consider this height as a water. But because the block was also present, so in total 1 minus 1, 0. So of course you can see at this index, no such water can be stored. Correct? And as we have moved our left pointer ahead, so now our left pointer will point to this index. And similarly, our right pointer will point to this index only. Now our task is to calculate water for this block. How we can calculate water for this block? Of course, maximum till now is nothing but 1 only. And we will subtract block present at this, and we have no block present at this. So hence 1 minus 0. 1 water will be present. Correct? Now similarly, we will again move this left pointer ahead because left is smaller. But you can see after this, right will get smaller and we have to move right ahead. So if we are moving right ahead, our task is to calculate water from right side as well. Correct? So hence we will add everything in the else case, and we will do first right minus minus. After right minus minus, our task is to update whatever is the right max. And right max is nothing but math dot max, right max or current height. Height of right pointer. What is the maximum height? If we have calculated the maximum height, now our task is to calculate water, and water will be nothing but right maximum similarly, and we have to subtract the block if there is any block present. And now in this way we can say कि while running the left and right pointer together towards each other, we are calculating the water from left side also and from right side also. And in this way you do not need to calculate the left maximum and right maximum for every index again and again. Here we are actually maintaining the left maximum while we are moving from the left, and right maximum while we are moving from the right. And the block we are choosing to calculate our left maximum is nothing but whatever left maximum we have encountered till now and this. And in this case we don't need whatever is present towards the right side. Similarly, when we are moving and calculating water for this, we are only worrying about the right maximum and we have nothing to do with the left maximum till now. So hence the total time complexity will nothing but for how many times the whole while loop has run, and that is nothing but O of n. Because each index whether touched by left or right but only one time. So hence the total time complexity is O of n. So now we can code the same thing here also. First we need to initialize the left and right. So we will initialize left from 0 and we will initialize right from h, height dot length. Now after that we need to initialize our water also, because we want to calculate how much water has been stored, and we need to maintain the left max and the right max. So left max we will also initialize with 0 and right max also we will initialize with 0. Now our task is to run the while loop for left less than right. Now what's our task? First we have to decide कि left max is less than right max. If this is the case, then of course we have to move the left ahead. So we will do left plus plus, and now our task is to maintain what is maximum from left side. So we will maintain the left maximum till now, and that is nothing but math dot max. Left max is maximum or the current height of left is maximum. What is maximum? And to calculate the water, what we want? We want left max height till now. That will be the height of water. Correct? Yes. and we have to subtract if there is any block in between at height of left. Done. And in the else case, we have to maintain from the right side. So we will subtract right. So we will move our right minus minus, and then we have to maintain the right max also. So right max, we will do math dot max dot max. What is maximum? Right max till now what we have calculated is maximum, or the current height pointed by right index is maximum, and whatever is the maximum we will calculate, add that water. So what we will do, right max will be nothing but the height of the water which we are thinking, and if there will be any block present, then that block also height, that block height we will subtract, right? And after coming of the while loop, we can simply return our whole water which we have calculated from left side and from right side as well. It's failing, I think we missed something. Let's see. Okay, my bad. We are not supposed to initialize our left max and right max with 0, because you can see we are starting from the left variable. You can see here we are starting from left index and right index. So obviously the height will be nothing but left index and right index. So instead of 0, we have to say height of left index and height of right index. Okay, so that was our fault. We cannot initialize with 0. -1. Yeah. Okay, now we can submit this, and it got passed, and you can see it is the fastest approach. So this was our code in Java, and here is the same code in Python if you are from Python background. Same approach, same method, the only language has changed. And here is your C++ solution with the same approach and same method. So I hope this video was clear, and with this we can actually mark our next question from 2-pointer series, which is trapping rainwater, and in this way we are done with our 2 pointers pattern. I hope you understood each and every question which we have discussed in our YouTube video following this pattern wise DSA sheet. And that's it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, do let me know in the comment section, and don't hesitate to share this channel or playlist with your friends also. Let's grow together, and that's it for the video. If you want the link of the Rising Brain sheet, you can definitely find all the links in the description below. And if you want to connect with me on Instagram, LinkedIn or Twitter, any social media, then all the links are in the description below. That's it. Let's meet in another video with some more interesting topics and questions. Till then, keep learning, take care of yourself and your family.